Meanwhile, let's get in our corporate then of the day. We've got DB Corp. In the recently concluded auctions, DB Corp, which operates under the brand of My FM, spent close to about 32 crore to acquire 14 new frequencies. Pawan Agarwal, the Deputy MD, joins us now. Good afternoon, Pawan. Thanks for joining in. First, could you tell us what the total payout is? We understand you spent 32.5 crore for these 14 new frequencies, but given the renewal migration costs, what's the total payout and how will you fund it?
We'll fund it from our internal accruals only as of now. The total payout, we haven't received the notification for the migration. Our estimated it will be anywhere from 80 to 85 crores minus the residual value, which will be less than about 75 crores. But those are estimates. We yet to receive the final notification. So the total capital for the frequencies should be anywhere from 110 to maybe 115 crores. This looks like, and of course another round of about 25-30 crores for the capital of these 14 stations to put them up.
All right, so the total capital then, Pawan, what will the total number be? You've given us quite a few numbers to there, so I want to know what is the total capital.
So the total capital that will be required should be anywhere between a range of about 140 to 150 crores.
Okay, and you're going to fund this by internal accruals?
We are going to fund it from our internal accruals, and if required, we'll take a short-term loan funded during the next 6 years, because the entire money will not be required immediately. The capital that is required will be required over the next 4 to 6 months for putting up the station.
Right. Pawan, then when exactly will you start operations in these new frequencies, in these 14 frequencies?
It looks like another 4 to 6 months, because there are some more government approvals to happen. Most of these stations, they will need to put up the new infrastructure for the third or the fourth frequency. So anywhere from 4 to 6 months. We're hoping that by the beginning of next financial year, the station should be operational.
Okay, say in FY17, what could be the expected revenues for these frequencies, and how many years will it take for it to turn profitable?
We've always followed a mandate of 3 years for EBITDA break-even. So that's the way. That's the reason we picked up these 14 frequencies. As you look, these 9 of these frequencies are in Maharashtra, which are the core of our new expansion of Divya Marathi. So we are very happy, very excited that this will everything that we have acquired in the market, which we know very, very closely. We've worked very, very closely. So 3 years break-even time is what we've taken, and likely revenues I can give you would be anywhere between 8 to 12 crores from these stations.
Each or combined?
Combined. This is based on the current market potential, the current market, because all these stations are already operational.
So in the first year, that FY17 revenues?
That's right.
All right, Pawan, also tell us, you'll be incurring some kind of marketing costs, there'll be launch costs. Is that factored in the 140, 150 crores, or will that be additional?
Yes, it's factored in the 150 crores, including the pre-operative expenses, of course, the entire launch, also, the cash loss that we will have to, offer the first year.
Okay. There are certain reports that the government is mulling a FDI hike in radio business up to 49%. Have you evinced any interest?
So DB Corp, because radio is a part of DB Corp, so there's a couple limit of 26% on the news business. So right now radio is at 19%, but with the phase 3 approvals, the overall company will be lifted to about 26%. Right now the company is capped at 90% FDI. So
all right.
We're eagerly waiting for that.
Okay. Also, Pawan, if you could give us an update, what's the current ROC, that's a return on capital, and how will it change, with this marginal income of around 12 to 15 crores that you were talking about coming in? How does it change things?
So, this current revenues, the last year revenues for radio were about 80 crores. So we're looking at this new additions to add about in the next 3 years to take about 15, anywhere between 12 to 15% of our current revenues. What also happens is it gives us a large network of Maharashtra also in hand for our national advertisers. So that should also give us some upside for our national revenues. And this gives us also an entrance into Haryana with Hisar and Karnal, so sort of helps us complete the entire northern zone. Also helps us to complete the Gujarat circuit with Rajkot and Rajasthan, strengthening Rajasthan with Bikaner. So the entire investment is very, very strategic to sort of deepen our current presence, make our state presence complete, and offer a larger kitty, a better kitty for our state as well as the national advertisers.
Okay. So radio will contribute 12 to 15% in the next 3 years to your overall revenue.
The new stations
okay, the new
will
one.
Contribute. Yeah, the new ones.
Okay, one final question before we let you go, Pawan. At least in the previous quarter, your ad revenues were quite weak. Have we seen a pickup in this quarter, and when could we expect it, considering the Bihar elections are also upcoming?
The Bihar elections may not have a significant impact on the revenues of radio because we don't have stations in Bihar. There will be some national revenues, but I doubt we'll get any national revenues for Bihar because there's no station. The coming quarter, which is the Q3 and Q4, are basically the major revenue contributors for radio business.
We were actually asking on print.
Yeah,
on the business.
You're talking of print. Okay.
Yeah, we were asking on print.
So print, I think we've shared this story earlier that we've taken a very strong stand on the price increase, on the yield improvement, and we maintain that there has been improvement. We have been able to crack the advertisers, convince the advertisers rather, that we deserve the price that we've been asking for. So there is some improvement this quarter, and hopefully it's going in the right direction because it's all moved to merit-based selling and market-based selling rather than selling as a kitty.
Right. All right, Pawan, thanks so much on that optimistic note, and we thank you for joining in today and giving us all those details. It's time to slip into a short break.